We are standing bloody proud. Grab a pine and step aside. He step into the line. If you play the ruthless one, you're running out of time. Oh, welcome to the games where the ruthless survive. Craig LaValka's on the stream, keeping darts alive. Spin the wheel of mayhem, let the madness begin. He's gonna scream, fence him, and take the bloody win. From the UK to the world, strictly internet. If you match up with the maestro, it's a game you won't forget. A game you won't forget. Triple 20 bullseye, he's wiping out the floor. Mortal Kombat on the board, leaving you wanting more. It's a Fatality Friday. We are standing bloody proud. Grab a pint and step aside. He's stepping to the line. If you play the ruthless one, you're running out of time.
Finish him!
Oh, welcome to the games where the ruthless survive. Craig LaValka's on the stream, keeping darts alive. Spin the wheel of mayhem, let the madness begin. He's gonna scream, face him, and take the bloody win. Step up to the orca, look him in the eye. Arrows in the air tonight, watch your chances
Flawless victory.
Oh, welcome to the games where the ruthless survive. Craig LaValka's on the stream, keeping darts alive. Spin the wheel of mayhem, let the madness begin. He's gonna scream, finish him, and take the bloody win. LaValka! LaValka! Game shot! And the match!
All right, ladies, we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fatality Games live studio chat with my guests on the panel returning for one more Sunday, Mr. John Peters and Mr. Stephen Parks. Gentlemen, how's life treating you?
Doing well, Craig.
All right, well, we got a special guest for us tonight again, Mr. Parks. Thank you for sorting this out. His name is Dave Begley. Some of you may be aware of who he is. I personally do not know too much about this gentleman. I'm hoping to find out. All the ins and outs, all his deepest and darkest dark secrets. So, Parks, without further ado, if you would like to get him on the line, and we can start the chat. Brandy Phelps, thank you for the like. Ellie Smith, thank you for the like.
You'll be seeing me and Brandy and lights in Myrtle Beach for when we win doubles.
I'll be looking up at the lights, right? I'll be looking up at the lights after it's all said and done.
Holding our trophies up, signing autographs afterwards. Anybody's interested. Free of charge, of course.
I would charge. I would definitely charge.
Nope, we take care of our fans. All three of them.
Fred Wilkesmore, thank you for the share, and thank you for the like in the stream as well.
I called him.
Okay, no worries. Mike Hayes, thank you for the like. Welcome to the studio chat. Patty Joe, thank you for the like. So Stephen's just trying to get our special guest on the line right now. He might not be there. We'll have to call John Mills again.
He just sent me a message a couple of minutes ago saying he was ready.
Millsy, where are you? Millsy to the rescue.
Yeah, shout out to John Mills, though. He's always there for us.
Absolutely, 100%. Daniel Killian, thank you for the like. Welcome in, brother.
You know,
There we go. I
living
can
the
see
daily
now.
dream. Yeah, there you are, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing, brother? Thank you for joining the
I am.
studio chat.
I am doing well. Doing well. By the way, if you notice on the board behind me, I literally did just throw that 170. Can you see it?
All right, then. All right. That's what a way to start the chat. What a way to start the chat.
Yeah.
You
So how you
promised
guys
you
doing?
promised you didn't place him in 5 minutes before we
I
went
did
live.
not. I did not. I did not. Absolutely not. Never
That one
cheat
we don't want to
yourself.
call
Never
Parks
cheat
out, but He
yourself.
told us it's AI generated.
Ah, absolutely.
Chris Connon, thank you for the like as well. Well, Mr. Dave Begley, thank you for joining the Fatality Game Studio chat. An absolute pleasure
Thank you.
to have you on board with us tonight. Thank you for your time. We'll start off with an easy question. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
So, I mean, I told Parks I was going to have a surprise for him as I got on TV. I'm obviously from Northeast Ohio. Huge Buckeye fan, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Grew up here all my life. I've lived all over different parts of the country, in Texas, the Carolinas, Chicago. Had the luxury of playing all over the country. I've ran dart leagues in the past here locally, and then I also worked for a company, the Dart Guys, and that's how I've gotten to know a lot of players around the country and just really enjoy it and just have a great time.
Oh, brilliant. So you worked for a company called, sorry, what, the Dart Guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about that. What does that involve, if you don't mind me asking?
So they sold dart supplies. They still do around the country. So I worked for them for 6-7 years and worked different events and had the opportunity to play in a lot of different events, steel tip, soft tip, and so forth. So it's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. And you're no longer with these guys, but I'm assuming you still have their full support by the sounds of it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
absolutely.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
still
sound
friends.
like a bitter breakup. So
No, it was still good friends and so forth.
nice. That's great. So how long have you been playing darts for then?
Gosh, I've actually been playing for over 30 years, probably 30, 35 years. Probably the last 15 or so, I got more serious in the game, started playing more competitively and so forth. And just, I've been at my peaks, and then now I'm just kind of at a solid AA player, and it's kind of where I stand at this point.
You'll have to let me know what that feels like. Definitely.
How did you start into darts, Dave? Like, what got you started into playing darts?
That's a great story. I was in the mortgage business for 23 years. I shared an office with a guy that played. I was a pool player back in those days, and he was really big in it here locally, and he drugged me out, and I started playing and just, really enjoyed the game. And just like most players, started playing in leagues and so forth, and just developed from there.
Sorry, you have to forgive me. I'm not laughing. I'm just reading the last comment that's just come in from Daniel Killian. He says, "Wow, he's been playing darts for 35 years. This guy playing diapers." I think he's trying to say you look pretty young for your age.
Wow.
Okay,
Is that a compliment because I look young, or
I think that was supposed to be a compliment. Yeah.
Me and you were babies, Greg, when he started playing.
Yeah, I'm actually much older than I look. I'm actually 57. So yeah.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, I'm 57. I just turned 57 this summer.
Stephen, mate, what went wrong? I can't even say it. What went wrong? What went wrong?
Yeah, Steve is
no
older
way
than
on
me.
this planet you are 57 years old.
Yeah, I am.
Jesus Christ.
Park
You
it.
have
He's
to tell
not
us your
dealing
secret.
Good genes. I'm Cherokee Indian, so that helps.
So we got Brandy Feltz in the house. Welcome in, Brandy. She says,
Hey, Brandy.
our daughter Bella played a steel tip tournament with Dave and Chuck Pankow. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yes,
They
you
took
sure
third
did.
place. She was 11 years old.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I remember that. She sure did play with us. That was a good time. That was down in Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever.
If I'm correct, I think that was Brandy. Yeah,
Light
that
Dots,
is very
welcome in.
true.
She also says Peters and I are going to win, and Myrtle Beach definitely going to be signing autographs. As long as you save one for me, save one for me. I had a question for you, Dave. I can't remember what it was. I started reeling off the comments. Yes, that's what I was going to ask you. You said something about you started off playing pool before you got into your darts.
Yeah, years ago I played pool, just recreational and so forth, and played some leagues way back in the day. But definitely when I started playing darts, I just enjoyed the game a little better.
I understand. So, talk a little bit about that, because you're not the first person on this chat to say that they started off playing pool and then got
Yeah.
dragged into the darts. Do you think those two sports are kind of part and parcel?
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, I do think they do. They can fall hand in hand a little bit. The competitive nature of it, I'm a competitive person, so I enjoyed that part of it. I just liked the darting game better, and I was probably had more success quicker with it. So I think that's why I fell more in love with it back at the time, and still do.
So when you first picked up the darts, was it something you thought you were pretty good at? Did it take a lot of grinding? Did it take a lot of effort to get to the place where you're at these days?
No, it definitely took a lot of effort. I definitely put a lot of time in it over the years and developed my game. I think you're still developing it at all times. So I don't think you should ever get comfortable. You always find something new that you can work on and improve. So
yeah, I agree 110%. I'm still working on it, and I'll constantly be working on it until I give it a full stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Matt Iceman, welcome in. He says, I have no words to describe the other three with you, Craig. Why don't you give it a go? Why don't you give it a try? Hey, listen, I hear all my favorite four-letter cuss words on this stream from time to time.
I remember the first time I met Matt Iceman. I was in West Virginia playing in a tournament, and he showed up, and we ended up, my partner and him and his partner, we ended up kept battling out in the finals all the time. So it was a fun event.
Yeah, we had Matt Iceman on like 2-3 weeks back. John, Stephen,
something like that. Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
I was so Matt had a really good partner when he played you, because he's terrible at darts.
He was actually really good back then, honestly.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, he was. He was really good.
Matt Iceman is good at nothing. Nothing at all.
And you'll find I try to be very positive. I try not to be negative. I always try to find positive
when
things.
it comes to Matt Iceman, no positivity.
I have nothing ill to say about the man.
Is it one of those? Is it one of those?
Yeah, I do. Try to be high character.
If anybody has any questions for Mr. Dave Begley tonight, now is the time to ask. We're going to have him on here for the next 50 minutes or so. So ask what you like. It doesn't always have to be about darts. Maybe we can peel back the curtain, get to know the guy. It's up to you guys. If it's too forward, I ain't going to read them out. So Parks might, Peters might, but I ain't. So I'll leave that to them.
Dave, what's your favorite beverage while you're playing darts?
It's a mix. So I currently I'm drinking a little Claw just to chill out and relax, and some water. But usually it's just a ice cold beer. I like Coors Light, Mick Ultra. I've known to drink some vodka. I have been known to partake of a shot or two. Unlike some friends of mine and Steve's, I do not put Rumplemans in coffee makers. I tend to put those in my drink glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, so that White Claw stuff, I didn't realize they actually sell that over here in England. I found out
they do.
One of Ellie's friends drinks it, but she has to go to like a specialist store to pick them up.
Yeah.
I just not long come back from America in February, and then she came over to visit Ellie, and she had like a 6-pack of White Claw. I was like, where the hell did you get that from?
Yeah.
Like, do you want one? I went, no, thank you. True story. It wasn't a great story, but I wanted to share it with you anyway.
Sure.
We do have some questions for you, Mr. Begley. I hope I'm saying your surname correctly. That is right, isn't it?
Yes.
Begley. Okay.
You are saying that correctly.
Blaine Flack, welcome in. Blaine says, Dave, what's it like to whoop your co-workers in darts?
So Blaine actually is I work for Amazon at a delivery station here in the Akron, Ohio area. And Blaine is my direct manager. And yes, I took several of the guys out and was introducing the game to them. And Blaine actually started catching on. I mean, I was still spotting him $150 and letting him start in 501, but he was starting to catch on.
Hey, listen, it's all about spreading the joy, right? Spreading awareness
That's right.
for the game.
That's right. That's right.
And we got. I tell you what, I can't even keep up with these questions, Parks. Come on, you're an admin of the page now.
What's your opinion on the best players coming out of Ohio, great dart state, from DK?
Wow. I am a little partial about that. I remember there was a time when there was probably 8 players in the top 20 in the country in Ohio, with Gordon Dixon and Larry Butler. God, there's so many great players. I think it's still one of the better states. I also just left the Carolinas, where there's a lot of great players there. Brian Blake, Robbie and Stevie Phillips. I mean, there's just a lot of great players all over the place, but I am probably a little partial, maybe a little biased on that because I am from here, but there's so many great players all over the country. And I've had the likes of being able to play in Texas. Like I remember when Leonard Gates was just Leonard Gates and wasn't Soldier, and he was out and around in the world. And so I've known him for quite a long time as well.
Awesome, man. And I know Leonard Gates can be a bit of a polarizing figure, but I would like to say, he has done a lot for the sport, especially in the United States.
Yeah.
So I will give him credit where credit is due with that. I
Sure.
don't know him personally. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe we'll get him on the chat one day. I don't know. We'll see.
Anybody can say what they want about him. The guy's a hell of a shot.
Exactly.
No
That's the
doubt.
point I was trying to make. Yeah.
You
Also,
can
I'm
Yeah,
not
no
sure he knows
doubt.
what a fatality game
personal
is. So.
side and put it wherever you want, but I mean, his dart game's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'll say this. I mean, remember something. It is his job. That's what he does. He plays. He's a professional player, so he takes it serious, and that's what he does. Yeah, absolutely.
David Straub, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome in. Fred Wilkesmore says blue light, if not red stage and coke. Anyone elaborate on that?
Red Stag and coke. Yeah, Red Stag.
What's that? Is that a whiskey?
It is. It's kind of, I don't know, how do you describe that? It's like a cherry bourbon or something like that, I think.
Yeah, there you go. Brandy's saying you can't take anything away from Gates's game. I agree. I've seen him play countless times on Facebook, YouTube, whatever you want to call it, and I'm like, how does he just hit the target every single time? Like every freaking time. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's frustrating to watch because I'm never ever going to be that good.
I think the other thing that gives him a bad rap is jealousy. There's a lot of people out there that wish they had the talent that the guy has.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
All you can do is sit and shoot negative comments out instead of saying, "Hey, the guy's killing it."
Well, that's
right.
You put yourself out there for everyone to criticize, right?
Correct.
That's the way, especially the age of the internet. That's the way of the world. I've been saying
absolutely.
recently, no good deed goes unpunished these days.
Right. Correct.
But we're here to talk about you, Dave. We're here to talk about you. So tell me, do you have a GRANBOARD? If you do, what's your GRANBOARD ID?
So right behind me, this is an old G2 board, and it actually has the chip in it. So this is what I play on a daily or weekly basis.
The old
so it's nice
conversion chip.
Yes. It's very nice, very convenient, and it's enjoyable.
Cool.
That leads me to my big question that I've been wanting to ask on here, but I didn't want to get controversial about it.
Sure.
Do you think there is an advantage of playing on that board compared to an actual GRANBOARD?
No. I think lighting's the key. I think as long as you have good lighting. I've played on both. I used to have it. This is my brother-in-law's board. He won this at a raffle, and then by chance he got the chip shortly after. I've played on both. I play a lot of steel tip as well. I just think it's really comes down to the lighting. As long as you can see the board itself, I don't think it matters at all.
See, and I agree with you, but a lot of people say with constantly shooting on arachnid boards, it gives you more an advantage than a board hanging on your wall.
No, I mean, if it's properly,
a dark board.
yeah, I think as long as it's hung properly and it's not moving around on you, you properly set it up. I think it's just fine.
That's what I was thinking myself. Like if the board's at the correct height, the segments are the same size, right?
I think it's more of like the feel of like how you're shooting at that board, because you're like, especially if you travel around for tournaments a lot, you're constantly shooting at an arachnid board.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now I've also played on radical boards. I've played on all the Phoenix boards. I've played in Vegas. When I ran dart leagues, that was part of my contract. I got to go to Vegas all the time. So I've played on all the boards. Of course, I've also played in different areas and when working tournaments and so forth. So, again, as long as they're right and they're set up properly, I am an adamant, like it is 8 feet back. It is not 7'10" or whatever. I want it. It is 8 feet all the time. Perfection, 5'8" tall. I'm adamant about that.
And that's another thing about soft tip versus steel tip, right? So people are always ragging on soft tip, saying the segments are bigger, blah 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 blah. But again, you got to throw further back. You have to throw at the 8-foot line as well. So that's puts you at a slight disadvantage. If it's split ball double out, not too much of a difference, in my opinion, anyway. If you go yeah, I kind of get that, but
I always say, those steel players, and I like to look at myself as a dart player. I play both. So,
same.
People that say that, you're like, yeah, you know what? There's a board. Let's go play. If you're better than me, beat me. That's kind of how I look at it.
Well, I think a lot of it comes down to ignorance, like for better or for worse.
Right.
A lot of people will rag on soft tip that have never owned a soft tip board or never played on a soft tip board, and they just look at it like Peters always says, toy darts, right? That's the way they look at it.
Right.
I've never once come across a person who once they've played on the board, then they still don't like it.
Even a lot of steel
have never done it before.
Even a lot of people that play steel tip and soft tip, they still call it toy darts because steel tip's the harder game with math and which.
Yeah, but is it? Now you have Dart Connect. I mean, that's the greatest things to ever happen to steel tip, because now you can read people's writing. You can actually see the score and you can really see it what it is. So
not only that, how long is it going to be until like the GRANBOARD or Omni or there's other ones that do all the math for you.
Yeah, I mean that Omni board's awesome. I've actually thrown on that, and it's pretty crazy actually.
How long is it going to be until that is going to be in the steel tip world when you go to a tournament and that's what you're going to be shooting on?
I don't know. I think I like the current rules, like for CDC, a lot of the DPFL leagues and so forth. Like they require you to have a scorekeeper. You're required to scorekeep. Also, when you go to those events, you can't just step out the room because you don't want to score. I don't know. I am a little bit of a traditionalist with that when it comes to that. So I hope that doesn't really change. But I would not be shocked in the future if that were to happen.
I think it's gonna. I think sooner or later that's what you'll see. I
think technology is catching up with everything, isn't it? So I think it'll only be a matter of time. As it stands, you still have some like teething issues. I mean, these self-scoring boards, they're maybe 96 to 99% accurate, but there's always times where it's gonna.
And that's what I mean. You'll still have somebody there keeping score, if you will.
Oh yeah,
that's kind of watching. Yeah. But I think money will change it, and some you'll see that coming out sooner than later.
Yeah, I would not be surprised.
Like Darts is asking you, Dave, have you ever played on the West Coast or ever played West Coast? Sorry.
I mean, I've been to Vegas. I've been into Phoenix area and played. I have also played in Sioux Falls, North Dakota, South Dakota, also as well. So yeah, that's as far west as I've played.
Don't ask me about American geography. I don't know where I'm living here in England. You're saying North Dakota, South Dakota. I have no idea where these places are.
Yeah.
My power's not on. I've just stepped on a plug.
Well, when it comes to the biggest soft tip tournaments in the United States, I mean, it's It's Wisconsin. Their state tournament still is huge. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's close to 7,000 players. I think the Dakotas is next, and they're in like 6,000 or something like that. They battle that out every year. In Ohio, we actually have close to 1,800, 2,000 players at our state tournament here.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, I've said it before on the chat, I'll say it again. Darts in the United States, it's getting up there. It's getting up there. It really is. You guys are putting
Yeah.
in the work. You're putting in the effort. And it's on ESPN over there, right, at the minute?
That's right. The Invitational just aired yesterday.
Yeah,
so my boy Alex Spellman got second. Ram Guerrara actually won it. It was a fantastic final. If you haven't watched it, it went down to a game 7. And
yeah, Parks you were talking to me about that last night, weren't you?
Yeah,
I asked how Ram was doing after his fall. I think we all saw that video.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah. And the ladies darts, I mean, that's really where the game's got to grow. The more like when I developed my leagues back in the day, that's where you start. You got to get the female players playing. Their game has really come a long way. That's where you start to develop. People always ask me, like, how do you start developing? Get women. For every one female you can get, you'll get 3 guys to play. Because the boyfriend now all of a sudden gets competitive. He starts dragging his buddies along. And that's just how you go. You got to get the females to play.
Yeah,
I'm just glad they're finally separating it and giving the females their own platform.
Yeah, absolutely. I was at those invitationals in Rock Hill when Chrissy Grimmel and Paula Murphy were there playing in the Open, and they did very well. They finished very well for themselves in that event.
Realistically, Chrissy Grimmel can beat 99% of the guys there.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's the thing with darts. It's a sport where the women can play equally as good as the men, right? So it's great that they have their own platform for the eyeballs and stuff. But make no mistake about it, these women can hang with the boys.
Yeah. It's still 5'8" and 8 feet back, right? What's the difference?
I just think that they deserve their own platform for it, so they can really show their skills off too. Yeah,
I agree.
Well, and if you watched any of the USA darts of the actual Florida event, Chrissy paired up with Cheyenne and played in level 1, and I think they finished 1 out of the money.
Yeah. In fact, they got I think 1 or 2 legs off of Spellman and his partner even.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Light Darts is asking Miller Lite or Coors Light. Miller Lite every time. Every
time. No, I'm Coors Light. Gotta have the mountains.
You want to explain Parks real quick?
That's Jay and his wife. Board name is Miller Lite. So he's Coors Light and she's Miller Lite.
Yeah, I got you. I've played them several times.
Yeah, old Patty Joe, she can hang in there, definitely. Jay can throw some pretty good darts until he's gone over the hill with his whiskey. After that, there's no getting back. There's no getting him back. Yeah. No, I have to say Miller Lite, Jay. With much respect, I have to say Miller Lite. She's a good shot. So what is your GRANBOARD ID then, if you don't mind me asking, Dave? I know we touched on it earlier, but I don't think I actually got it written down.
Yeah, I'm funny about that. I know everybody has their nicknames or whatever. Me personally, I use my name. I use Dave Begley. Okay. I want you to know I've played around in different places, and I just like to use my own name. It's my moniker. It's my name, and I kind of like. I want you to know who whipped your butt, or if you beat mine, you know who you beat. So.
Well, that's it, Dave Begley, guys. If you see him in the GRANBOARD, don't hesitate to give him a name. Do you just play as and when, or is there a dedicated night that you're like, right, I'm throwing it home, I'm going to play on the GRANBOARD, I'm going to take some names?
Yeah, I have a weird schedule because I work nights. In fact, when I get off here, I'll go get a little bite, and I'm hitting right to the bed. So I got to get up at midnight and get it to work. So I typically play on the weekends, like a Friday or a Saturday.
Got you. Yeah, night shifts, no joke, man, no joke. I did that for some years. It definitely. Well, not in your case. I was going to say it ages most people, but definitely not in your case.
Thank you.
Dennis Heimbach, welcome in. Riddler says, memorize. Oh, the chat's going mad. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah,
Memorize the outs, and then you don't need the math.
Yeah, I agree. I think
What
by
if you're
me
lazy?
playing playing a lot of steel tips does help me. You know, I really enjoy the game where you have to master out. I mean, it takes you can use a lot of the numbers. I think it does help me in the math quickly. I can have a little faster rhythm when I'm throwing. I kind of know where I'm going in that direction when I'm throwing and so forth.
Do you have any opinions, Dave, on the new GRANBOARD app? Is it something that
I
you
haven't
like?
really been on it. Parks actually introduced it to me. We've talked about it a little bit. I have not played on it at all.
Okay, so according to GRANBOARD, they're going to be making the switch. It was supposed to be the end of last month, where they were
Yeah,
going to move everything over into this all-in-one Grand Darts app. That hasn't happened yet.
yeah.
So
I
I'm
will
still.
change when I have to.
I think everyone, well, 98% of the people are under the same assumption, right? They're not going to go until they're forced to go. But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree. I've spoke about it several times. I don't think the app's ready. It's been well over a year since they introduced that app. Traditionally for steel tip first, then they introduced the 132 board, and now they introduced the 3S, and now there's complete cross-play across all three.
yeah.
My issue is with it, for anyone wanting to know about the Grand Darts app, is I don't like the layout. It's very, very boring, very bland layout. It's not easy on the eyes. If you're colorblind, you messed up. It's grey and red, so if you're colorblind, it's gonna mess with you anyway. There's way too many options on there, in my opinion. And the killer is there's never anyone online. Nobody.
Yeah, yeah, because
8
everybody
people in
hasn't moved over
rotation.
yet.
So really quick, Dave. Couple of the questions is, what's your favorite out, and do you prefer split bowl or the fat bowl in 01?
As a player, I prefer the split. I think it gives a better challenge. I like to think of myself as a better player, and I want to play the better players and have that challenge. So I prefer the split. You know, I'll say this: if I value myself as that kind of a player, every out that I hit is a great out.
Good answer.
Right, yeah. Whenever you got a chance, you just got to go for it, right?
That's right. That's right.
So, what about, right? So, for example, if you're playing master at full ball, are you still going 20s?
If they give me the full bull, no, I'm gonna go bull. Yeah, if it's there, I might as well. I'm gonna utilize it.
Because there's a few people that I play against that do that. They'll do master out full ball, and then they're going for 20s. So then, out of respect, I'm going for 20s. I know it sounds daft, right? But I feel like it's a bit of a cheap shot if I start going bullseye, bullseye, bullseye. But
I
then
figured
again, that's the rules
that's
that they've put in place.
yeah, it's their mistake in my opinion. If you're
Yeah.
gonna give it to me, I'm taking it.
Right. Okay. No, that's fair enough. All right. As long as I know, I'm just putting it out there. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, absolutely,
Really,
absolutely.
I guess it really matters on how consistent you can be on that trip 20 too, though.
Yeah, well, it is a little smaller than that bullseye. Remember the full bull? The whole thing is 50, so
Yeah.
I mean,
much
you can
bigger,
sit
much
there
bigger
and,
space.
like if you're playing like Ram or Spellman or something. I mean,
I've played Ram many times in EDC. He uses that full bull.
but I'm saying like he would probably, I could shoot the full bull, he could shoot the 20s, and he'd still whoop the shit out of me
yeah, well,
because he
it
has a
all
more
depends.
consistent basis on that trip than I do.
Also, if you miss the bullseye, you're at the full mercy of the board, right? You could hit
Yeah,
anything. You could
yeah,
hit a 6. You could hit a 3, a 7. So I don't know. I mean, I'd go for bullseyes personally myself. If the option's there, I'm gonna go for it. If not, if it's
yeah,
split ball, then triple 20 all the way.
yeah,
Or you can be like me and just pound the hell out of the triple ones.
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, that
yeah.
could work.
Very true.
Eventually, you'll get down to a double.
We did
Very
that a
true.
lot on
Hopefully,
Friday, me and Parks. We couldn't get away from the one. The one was definitely a nightmare.
I've been
You
there.
know, you
Listen,
guys are always. I told Steve I was going to say this. You guys always bust on Parks. I don't know, but I've won many tournaments with Parks, so I don't ever have a problem playing with him. So
look at
I
that
use his handicap.
smile.
It's
Look at
very
that
helpful.
smile on his face. Look how happy he is.
Absolutely.
No, look, listen. I'll be the first to tell you. We all love to rag on Parks. He can be a great shot. sometimes if I'm shooting good, he's shooting bad, and vice versa. Sometimes we
Right.
just gel. But he's now an admin of the Fatality Games page. He's been a real great friend, very consistent with his darts, very consistent running tournaments and this, that, and the other. So just want everyone to know that in the future, Parks will be running tournaments on this page if anybody's interested. We haven't really worked on a day yet, have we? I think we were maybe eyeing up a Saturday, but
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
for right now we'll start out Saturday, and I don't know, maybe pop one up on a Wednesday or something during the week. Or
okay.
Yeah. Congratulations, Steve.
thank you, buddy.
Oh yeah, he earned the promotion. So what's that now?
He-
$0 a month?
yeah. I mean, Craig,
I'm just gonna say, how much was your raise?
he doubled my pay.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Come on, I tripled it. I tripled it.
No, we shot very well on Friday. Towards the end, I think the handicap got the best of us, especially for me because I don't play that often anymore. But if we weren't given such a handicap, I think we were given what 100 points in 01.
Yeah, we were giving up some point, and what really pissed me off, John, is that one guy that we lost to in the winter side, we basically gave that match away, was the guy that went on and won the Beef Bash Friday night.
Well, he was another one though. We were giving him handicap in cricket on 01. The guy didn't miss the bullseye.
Yeah.
You know, out of 9 darts, you know, he missed the bullseye once.
Well, do you guys agree with
Yeah.
handicaps in tournaments, whether it be
I
free
hate
or
them.
paid?
I hate them.
I think if you're going to have a mix of talent, that's the way to do it. But the handicap doesn't have to be as drastic either. I mean, some of these handicaps, man, I've spotted people 200 plus points, and if you don't win the diddle, you're effed. I mean, you're screwed, man.
When it comes to online darts, I don't agree with any handicap. An in-person tournament, I'll give it to you. But online, you could skew your ranking so much.
Yeah.
You know, one good night of drinking could take you from an A down to a B. You jump into a tournament, and it's over.
Yeah. And there's a difference too playing live. You know, there's a little bit of a more of an intimidation factor while you're standing there looking at somebody. So that's a big equalizer right there.
I'm just thinking how I feel about this whole conversation right now. I want to say I'm against handicap. I get why it's there, but I also feel if you know your limit, then there's going to be other tournaments out there for you. Do you know what I mean? With people of your similar rankings or status, or whatever you want to call it. I like the challenge. If I'm going to play against, for example, on the GRANBOARD, if I'm going to play against an S rank player, I won't have my handicap on because I want to know exactly how badly I'm going to get beat.
Yeah, there's a difference there too.
Where I am on the pecking order, so to speak.
I get why you're passionate about the game. The only way to get better is playing better people.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. Or sometimes there's so many players, they don't try to improve themselves. You know, they're just, you know, and it's okay to be comfortable, but I think, you know, and I already kind of stated it a couple times, like I always want to improve and find a way to improve, to be better. And I agree, you know, I think if you want to get better, you want to play the better competition, remove the handicap and see where you really are. I mean, that's how I learned how to play.
If you were playing pool, would you take 3 balls off the table at the start of the game?
No,
because they're not as good as you?
No.
Just wouldn't happen, would it? It wouldn't happen.
No. I mean, when it comes down to it, if there's money on the line, never, never.
But even, you know, if you think about it, though, there's no difference. You know, you have people that are really good at pool, and then you have the average Joe. There is no handicap.
You know, I also don't have to play that game if they're really much better than me too. So, you know, got to use your brain a little bit too.
That's true.
But yeah, even in darts, I mean, if there's money on the line, there shouldn't be a handicap at all.
Well, I'll tell you what, the chat's going mental about this handicap, I think. Let's have a look.
It's probably one of the most controversial things in darts.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, when I ran my leagues, I didn't have as many players, so I had a vast ability. So the only way to get it off the ground was to use the handicap and utilize it. And I had to tell better players, like, guys, this just got to use this as a preparation for when we get to states and so forth. And thanks for helping me develop it. And I asked a lot of those players to grab some of the younger players and help them evolve their games. And then as we got bigger, we separated out in divisions, and then it was, a non-issue.
You know what? Actually, for that, easing the kids into the game, I fully understand that. That makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, so do I.
You don't want to be throwing these guys in with the sharks straight into the deep end, right?
Right.
So for that I understand, but if you're signing up to a tournament where there's going to be so many different levels of players or whatever, yeah, I do think maybe just no handicap.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, let's catch up with some of these comments real quick. We've got to
Well,
scroll down on here. So many.
yeah, Gusto said he likes playing in person because you can talk trash. You're only as good as your competition in some cases. I will shoot poorly against lesser players and better when they're equal or better than I am. And I completely agree with Gusto. I am so guilty of playing down to my competition.
I am in.
Yeah,
as well.
I think we all tend to do that. Yeah.
Is that like a confidence thing?
Yeah, I think you get a little too lax.
Yeah, you get a bit.
And then when it
relaxed,
gets, then when you get serious, you got to step it up. So,
yeah, I mean, was it 2 weeks ago after the chat? I played Spellman on the GRANBOARD. Boy, did he wipe the freaking floor with me. To nobody's surprise, he absolutely wiped the floor with me. I
That was
almost
right
took a leg
after he
of I
wiped the floor
almost
with
took a
me.
leg of cricket. Almost took a leg of cricket, but he was really nice. The first time I've ever had a chance to play him, he asked me to run it back, so he won 4 on the trot, 4-0 to him. So
yeah,
he wins that night. But I'll be back. I'll be back.
absolutely. You might get them next time. That's how it's got to go.
Well, there was no money on the line, you see.
Yeah.
I let him get away with that one. Fred Wilkesmore says, someone like me, I'm way better at full ball than split ball, so it depends on the tournament. Paul Rogers, welcome in, says the best players learn without handicap. And Fred also says, that's why I lose to Craig. That's me. Well, you know what, Fred? You can be a consistent shot, but you're just like me. One too many strawberry daiquiris, brother. And you're away with the fairies.
And Mike Hagenow also said handicap makes better players better and worse player worse.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Mark. Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
When you use that handicap and you're playing some of those players, I mean, you got to really play. I mean, especially some of these handicaps you give away, man. You can't miss. I mean, you make one mistake, you're screwed. They can just take advantage of it. So I see his point, but then on the same token, it can improve your game too, because you now know you can't miss.
There's a guy that plays on the GRANBOARD here from the UK called Malcolm Foster. I don't know if any of you guys have had the chance of playing him. But I think he's an SS rank. He might even be an M on the GRANBOARD. He has his handicap on all the time. So whenever I play him, I start with like 3-4-1 or something daft like that, and he'll still beat me every time. I think it gets into my mind because he's such a high rank that I've already lost the game. I mean, I won't say that out loud to him, but in my mind, I'm thinking I've already lost, so why even bother? And it shows with my darts.
But you're right. Even like if you were going to play somebody like Alex Spellman in person, 9 times out of 10, you're going to walk up to that board and you already lost because it's in your head.
Yeah. Especially if you're playing live, it's a different factor when you got that intimidation. You got to really stare at the guy and play.
You're going to overthink your throw. Your arm's going to stiffen up and all kinds of stuff like that. Well, if anyone has any more questions for Mr. Dave Begley, we got him for another 19 minutes or so. In about 10 minutes, I'm going to read out the quick fire questions for him before we end the chat. Again, thank you for your time, Dave. It really does mean a lot.
Oh, thanks for having me.
No, anytime, brother. I would like to extend the offer that I did to Gio a couple of weeks ago before he hung up on me. Usually on a Tuesday, here in the UK. I mean, we can do it on different days as well. I do a double stream where I partner up with somebody different on the GRANBOARD and take on people in the Fatality Games lobby. If you want to check your schedule and you would like to be my partner for one of those weeks,
Sure.
let me know. It'll be an
Yeah,
absolute pleasure to
absolutely.
have you on the stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can hang the phone up now. That's what Gio did the other week.
Did mute? What? Where's that mute? Oh.
It was like, would you like to be my doubles partner one Tuesday? And then it just went dead and I didn't see him again.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's the whole challenge. I think it's great to have play with different people and so forth. And
Yeah, I
and
love
that's
it.
how you meet people.
I don't want to like, this is not ego talking or anything like that. I'm very, very humble, but I'm also aware of the impact the stream has made over the last few years in the soft tip world. And I think I'm trying my best to try and to get the spotlight on as many people as possible. So, which is why, I'll double it with somebody different every single week just to showcase their skills. Also, it helps me out because I'm not a very good darts player, you see. So it's a win-win situation, if you ask me. Another
Yeah.
reason why we do the chat as well, because it's always nice hearing people's journey in darts and their backstories and things like that, no matter
Right.
where they're from. That was the whole point. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, somebody say something there. Have I just killed the chat stone cold dead?
DK, that is a great point on the other end. Handicap makes you work harder if you're the higher ranking player.
Yes. Yeah. You got to definitely be consistent.
Well, I think you alluded to that earlier, didn't you, Dave? You were saying that if you start with so many points behind, you have to hit the mark.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to get your focus on, no doubt.
Like Dart's asking, are we shooting after the stream? I won't be playing darts tonight. I played last night, the night before, and the night before that. I got to take some time away. My liver can't take it.
Yeah, me myself again. I got to go to bed.
So I probably will be on tomorrow. Definitely Tuesday. Daniel Killing has one more question for you, Dave. What fountain of youth is in Ohio? Could pass for mid-30s. My mind is absolutely blown. I agree.
Again,
I agree.
I just have good genes. Again, I'm Cherokee Indian, so I think that helps.
And how old did you say again? One more time for the ladies.
57.
57. See,
I'm a grandpa. I'm a grandpa.
That's crazy. I definitely would have put you around my age. Maybe 40 at a push, which is only like 4 months older than me. At a push. That's crazy.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
No worries, no worries, man. No, it's, I'll slide into your DMs after this. Right. I'm going to move on to the quick fire questions, Dave, if you don't mind. Stephen, John, do you have anything else you'd like to ask before I do?
Well, Matt Iceman said, Craig, he wants to shoot with you sometime and beat up on Peters and I.
Absolutely. You let me know the date. Most Tuesdays I'll do a double stream. If you can't make a Tuesday, let me know when you can, and we can certainly work on something. It'd be my pleasure. Right, so Mr. Begley, I've got some quick fire questions here for you.
All right.
They're not all strictly based on darts. Some of them are, some of them are not. Just first thing that comes to your head, and then we'll move on to the next question.
All right.
So, Mr. Begley, are you ready for your quick fire
I am
questions?
ready.
All right. Question number 1. Do you prefer soft tip or steel tip darts?
There's a board. I'll play on it. Doesn't matter.
All right. Okay. Question number 2. Do you have a favorite sport outside of darts?
Football. I'm a huge football fan.
Okay, football. And American football, right? Again.
American football,
I
of
shouldn't
course.
have to elaborate at this point, should I? Because every time
I live 20 minutes from the Football Hall of Fame. Of course, it's football.
All right. Okay. Fair. Question number 3. Do you have an ideal walk-on song?
I do. I would probably walk to a couple of different ones. Probably Enter the Sandman by Metallica.
Oh, now you're talking.
Or Toby Keith's, what's that song? Red, White, and Blue or something. What's that called?
Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue.
Yes. One of those two.
Like a country singer.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've heard of him. All right, next question. Favorite movie genre?
Probably comedy. Probably anything with Kevin Hart. I love Kevin Hart.
Favorite comedy movie? If you say Jumanji 2, this conversation is over.
No, again, probably anything with like Kevin Hart. I like a lot of his movies, and there's so many of them. It
Get
just
Get
depends.
Hard or something like that.
Get Hard was
Yeah,
probably
stuff
one of
like
his
that.
best.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, next question. Do you have a dream opponent? It could be someone you've played already or someone you would aspire to play.
Uh, like you said, you want to see how you play. I mean, I think it'd probably be Luke Humphreys.
Luke Humphreys. Oh, that's a pretty good answer,
Yeah,
actually. Yeah,
yeah.
we like a bit of Luke Humphreys over here. How about American darts player?
I've had the great honor of getting to play with the legendary Larry Butler. It's probably the best partner I've ever played with. Um, I've played Spellman several times. I have a lot of respect, but I love playing the Phillips brothers. I like playing Robbie and Steve.
The Phillips brothers.
Yeah, they're out of Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay, I'll have to look that up, definitely. All right, thank you for that answer. Next question. Moving on to food. Do you prefer sweet or savory snacks?
Uh, Probably sweet.
Fa-
Chocolate. I love chocolate.
So your favorite kind of chocolate, Hershey's or something nice?
A dark chocolate. Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, the country that you'd most like to visit?
Uh, I think it'd be fun to go to the Alley Pally one time in England. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I think you're the only person since I've been doing this chat that's ever said England. So thank you for that. Thank you very, very
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
If you ever make the trip, we'll have to hook up. It's only a couple of hours away
absolutely.
from me. Next question. Greatest darts player in your opinion, dead or alive?
Ooh. I mean, there's so many. I mean, obviously it's, Phil the Power, but then John Lowe before him. I mean, he was the first one to ever throw a perfect nine darter live on TV. So probably one of those two.
Nice. Okay. Next question. Next question.
He's laughing. He's laughing.
Do you prefer the I read it every week and it still makes me laugh. Do you prefer the company of Stephen Parks or John Peters?
John, we haven't hung out a lot, so I have hung out with Steve. We've been friends for quite a long time, probably 25 years. So I have
So,
to say Parks.
so your answer is McKenna.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
McKenna's already
Yes,
beating you,
that's
Pops.
you didn't give her as an option, but she's definitely adorable.
Well, Stephen Parks, you're certainly catching up. You're certainly catching up. We've had 24 votes for John and 7 for Stephen now. So he's getting nearly at double figures, nearly at double figures. Next question. Do you prefer the big nights out on the darts or do you prefer your home comforts? Somewhat of a
Uh,
Netflix and chill.
uh, I mean, I like to play darts. Probably the big night out.
All right, brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah.
And your last question, sir, is your favorite darts tournament to watch and or be a part of?
Um, and I've played in so many tournaments around the country. Um, probably, I like the bullshooter. I like the invitational. I really enjoy being a part of that. And I like going to Chicago as well. I like all the regionals as well. And I've played in the NDA in Vegas, and I've also played in the ADA as well. So those are really fun tournaments as well.
There you go. Well, Mr. Dave Bailey, those were your quick fire questions. Thank you for answering them so efficiently. We really do appreciate that. So some people spend about an hour answering one of the questions, so
I was gonna
we
say he
really
was
do
actually
thank you
really
for that.
quick with all of them. He really took it as quick
Yeah,
fire questions.
he did. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
kind of in the title, though, wasn't
I
it?
thought I was on a timer.
No, you can stay as long as you want. You can stay as long as you want. Light Dot says Fatality Youth Tournament. I don't know that many youth players. I'll be honest. I'm better off asking Gray's Darts, Mark Wagstaff. He's a youth dart coach over here. So
Let me tell you, yesterday I went and played in a local draw and had a great time. Ran into some old friends from Cleveland, and they ran a second draw back, and we had like 4 or 5 youth players that played in it, and it was a ball. It was an absolute ball. My only upset was I didn't get one of them because I'd love to play with those youth players, but it was a great time hanging out with them. And there was like a little 8-year-old girl in it, and then a 16-year-old girl as well. So it was a lot of fun. Youth darts is a lot of fun.
yeah, I'll tell you, some of these kids are absolutely bringing the smoke nowadays. They're
Yeah,
learning the game so differently to how we learned it. You know,
yeah. and they have no fear.
No,
They have no
not at all.
fear. They have no clue. So
No, you know what? I fully understand that. But growing up, a lot of it was in the pubs and the bars and stuff like that, right? They don't experience
right,
anything like that at their age, so
right,
they're coming into it clean. All the negative stuff. I mean, we all like a drink or whatever, but you know what I'm trying to
right, right.
say. They're learning the right way, and some of these kids, you know, are real special. I mean, look at Luke Littler, the world champion, still only 19 years
Absolutely.
old.
Yeah,
He looks
absolutely.
42, but he's still only 19 years old.
Right.
I've got one last question for you, Dave, before we wrap it up.
Okay.
Myrtle Beach Bull Shooter, November. Are you going to be around?
So I haven't been traveling as much. I just moved back to Ohio from the Carolinas, but I do plan in 2027 to get out and play more, and that is the first start. Is I plan on coming to Myrtle Beach this year.
Nice. So, well, there you go. Hopefully, you make
I
the
don't
trip.
have a
And
partner either yet. I have no partner set up, so reach out
you
to
know, oh, if only we didn't make that pact, Stephen. Right?
me.
No, yeah. Well. Fingers crossed. Touch wood. I'll be heading out there for November as well. John will be there. Stephen will be there, and a few other people as well. So really looking forward to it. It'll be my first bull shooter experience, so I'm not really quite sure what to expect. Uh, I know it'll be a lot of fun though.
Dave,
Yeah, I like.
have you ever thrown an American dart?
I've never played American. I've thrown on the board when I'm in Eastern PA. I have thrown on it. That's a very unique game, but I've never formally like just practicing and so forth, just messing around with it. But that looks like a very fun game, and it is more of an Eastern PA game. That's the only place that I know of in the country that plays it.
Are you bringing that along with you, right, Peters?
Yep.
Yeah,
I look
that'd be
forward to it.
great.
And what was the other one you were talking to me about last night, Stephen?
Pop darts.
Pop dart.
Pop darts. Thanks,
Oh,
McKenna. Yeah, pop darts. Yeah, I'd like
I
to try
have.
those out for the first time.
Yeah, that's a weird game.
I will be bringing Pop Darts as well.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of the Fatality Game Studio chat. I want to thank our special guest, Mr. Dave Begley, one more time. Thank you very much for your time today, sir.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Anytime. Dave Begley is his GRANBOARD ID. If anyone would like to take him on, if they see his name in the open lobby, handicap or no handicap,
Yes, absolutely.
at his mercy. Stephen, if you want to do the closing segment for me, brother, I'd appreciate that.
Dave, yeah, obviously we go way back, and it's always a blast playing with you, brother. But go ahead. Now's your time to just kind of give a shout out to anyone and everyone you want to.
Just I've had a lot of fun. I take my family to let me be me, and I've made so many friends around the country, all over the country. The darting community is just an incredible family. I've watched so many good things with it. I found that anywhere you go, if I'm on a road trip, I can just drop up, look up darts, and then go to a local draw, and you have instant friends. So I think that's great. I think that's one of the coolest thing about the darting community is it's very open and welcoming and so forth. So I want to thank everybody that I've met around the country, and and thank you. I many of them let me stay at their homes over the years and whatnot, and it's just been a great experience for me.
Awesome. Couldn't have put it better myself. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Stephen, John, McKenna, thank you very much. Dave,
Bye,
thank you very
McKenna.
much. I'll be live again this Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen, for our GRANBOARD double stream. And then again for our Fatality Friday stream. Stephen will be rocking up a tournament probably next Saturday. Could be sooner.
Oh yeah, tell Triple C I'm coming for him next time. That was a fun match a couple weeks ago. That was a lot of fun.
He'll be here on the 22nd to throw on the stream. So we're doing a 12-hour darts marathon for a cancer charity here in the UK. So yeah, I've got a bunch of UK soft tip players. I don't know where I'm going to put them all because this is only a 12x8. But we'll all be here on the 22nd. So if you're around at any point, it will start at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern your time.
Okay, sounds great.
And I'm going to try and raise as much money for charity, the cancer charity, as we can. So yeah, that's me done.
Sounds great. All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate
Anytime.
it.
Much love, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.
All right. See you
See
later.
you, fellas.
Peace.